Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time you're watching this. I'm Didi and thank you for joining me for today's Flosstube. It is, brain fart, the 28th of November. I'm a day late filming, I'm sorry. Life for me has been crazy, and I think it's kind of my duty to talk about it. As some of you might know, I'm a general practitioner in training, which means I work as a doctor in a small town in the Netherlands. And COVID has us swamped in work. It's been bad. The last 2 days of the week. So yesterday I had a fun day yesterday, but the days before that I didn't have time to eat lunch. I had my normal week planned, and then there were a ton of emergencies all related to COVID. I got everyone to the hospital, but it's rough. It takes its toll, not eating, especially for me. By the end of the day I can't think straight anymore. You're making choices you don't want to make, giving care that's substandard to what you want to give, and it's hard. It's been hard. With that, and being in training means that I do need to write a lot of reports, extra stuff, and by the time I get home I'm so tired I can't even imagine working on anything at all. But since my training has to go first, I hardly stitched in 2 weeks. And yes, this might sound depressing. It is a bit, because you're just fighting a current and you can't seem to win, which is hard for me, but I think for everyone who works in healthcare all around the world. It is hard. It is hard when you get the feeling that people around you simply don't seem to care anymore. They don't care as long as it's not one of their relatives. But each and every single one of those patients going into the ICU, going into the hospital, they have loved ones. They deserve to live their life. And yes, I know we can't save everyone. That's just part of life. But now I'm worried about my patients I see who need to undergo cancer treatments, and there's been talk of them not getting their treatments because of the ginormous amount of COVID patients in the hospital. Having to talk to them and needing them to get the help they need, hearing all the insecurities, it's rough. It's really rough. And yeah, it's taken its toll on me again. And I'm sorry for this, but I think it's important for me to say this, that please listen to your government, listen to the regulations they put in place, and please be careful. Please do not think that COVID's just a small thing. Please. Alright, so that was my pleading. Thank you if you're still here. I really need to get that off my chest. and I'm very happy if you stayed and listened to it. Let's get into some stitching, which isn't much. Well, if you're not sleeping or working or whatever. Yeah. I had to go shopping today because it's almost the 5th of December, and then we celebrate Sinterklaas in the Netherlands, and I have 2 meetings, one with my best friend and her roommates, and one with my family. I've got all my presents in. I still need to wrap some, and I need to make a rhyme for the person I got at home, just to be sure. So yeah, stitching. I have one fully finished object, which is unique, so here we are. I made a little Christmas ornament. This is Noel. It is from last year's Christmas ornament magazine. I made a little hanging from leftover perlé threads, and there's some cute backing. And I'm not a sewer at all. Luckily my mom is, so I got to use her sewing machine, and I did the bottom myself. It isn't the best, it's not perfect, but it's gonna be a gift for my sister for the 5th of December. She's all about Christmas, and I think it looks good. It's pretty, it has some bling to it. Yeah, it's just something to give away, and I really wanted to try and make an ornament out of something. And it's not extremely thick, but it's fluffy enough. It looks bulky enough. So I'm very happy with how this turned out, and I'm gonna wrap it in a sack and then gift it to my sister, and I really hope she likes it. So that was the first one. Then I finished Dr. Hamster. It was a kit, it's a small one, and this is how he turned out. There we go. It was a fairly quick stitch, just a cutie. Don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but a cutie, and it's done, and one of the pile done for all the kids. Then I came to the point where I just stitched what I wanted. I tried to keep up with my schedule the way I planned it. I managed for the first week, but then it just went kaboof, and I just picked up what I wanted to pick up. So I stitched a couple of days or 2 days on my lovely fox. Hardly any stitches done, just the ear. I've been working on that. It isn't much, and this is what he's gonna look like. But it's on 14 count Aida. It isn't straining my eyes, it's just a quick stitch. Well, not a quick stitch, but it's an easy stitch, and at the moment I like easy stitches. So there we go. I didn't do my new start. I planned on doing, so I removed it from my wheel again. I got some good progress on the Tulips kit. And this one, you know, the one that I hate working on because of the threads. So last time you saw it, I started working up here. I did some of the filling for the first tulip, but I did all of this, the border, and I started up there. So it's slow progress. It's slow, but I'm getting there. I'm in the groove, and when I get at least a couple of stitches in on this project, I'll be fine. I'm sorry, YouTube, Flosstube, itchy nose, sorry. But yeah, then I picked up my oval happiness tree, which is just in one color. I worked on it for one day, got some good progress done. I had this part done over there, so I finished the middle branch and I started going up there, so filling in all of that. Next, this is fun to stitch because no need to think, just stitch, which is good, so I worked on that one. Then I picked up my dandelion mouse, another one of those projects. It's not going fast, but I finished all the blue down there and I started working on its toe, and some of its cheek is done. So yeah, slowly but surely there's some progress on this one. I think it's the quarter and 3/4 stitches on a 18 count Ada, which is really putting me off at the moment. But I'm slowly getting there, so I'll be fine. It will be done when it's done. Yeah. Alrighty. Then the last project I worked on, it's my Santa's workshop. It was in the first week, so that's why I picked it up. It's with the weeks. Really loving these colors. They're so pretty. Didn't get much done. Worked on the white, so worked up on the border up here, the white. Did some of the snow down below there, and the snow up there. Yes, I know, it's beautiful, the amount of stitches I placed in some of these projects. Oh well, oh well. It is what it is. It will get better. Someday. Someday it will get better. Just wish I could see the end of the tunnel. Let's see, I've got some stash in. I got the remaining fancy flosses for the coffee quaker and fracture flowers that I needed, so they're in my wheel now. I got the kit for the Historische Stickmoesters 2021 Christmas sale, and I got the kit with the linen and all the soie d'Alger. The first part dropped today, but I can't seem to open it, so I'll message them tomorrow, but it's fine. And it's just on a piece of, I believe it's 36 count linen, just white. So yeah, got that. Really love the packaging. Don't put your silks on top of the Velcro, that's not good. So yeah, and I love the envelope, so cute. Very happy with this. I'm still awaiting an order from Barbarell Creations, fabric dyer, and some floss is on its way, but it's gonna take a while. And since I had to go shopping today, and I saw these are, I'm gonna use them as project bags. They're from a store called Sustrene Krene. It's a store founded in Denmark, I believe. Yeah, Denmark. And just some bags with nice zippers. So I also got this one. I believe it's originally meant to be a bag for your toiletries. This one is for an ebook, but let's see, it's a perfect size for patterns like this. For the smaller kids, it fits in here perfectly. So there we go. And also this one, it will fit perfectly in there. So good use for those. I'll have to remove the tag, but yeah, pretty. And then another one in this very pretty green flowery thing. I don't know why, but each time I see something like this, I'm like, oh, I need to pick it up. I have more than enough, but oh well. For the upcoming week, I'll be starting a new project because it's a new month, and I'll be starting the Deck the Halls series. It's by Emma Congdon. It is in last year's Cross Stitcher magazine, and I think I'll be doing this one first. Have a very Merry Christmas, or 'Tis the Season to Be Jolly. I also like that one. And it's on a 14 count Aida, I believe. I think they did it on 14 count Aida. But I think I'll be doing it on a 16 count or 14. I have no idea. Just something I have lying around. So yeah, that's gonna be my new start, and I'll be working on it for 4 days. So maybe I'll actually get a finish out of it. Then I'll be picking up my Hot Choc Mouse, which is somewhere in the pile over there. I'll be picking up the blue sampler I had to work on last week, didn't work on it. Let's see, I've got it here. This one. Ooh, the glare, there we go. I'll be working on this one for 2 days. And here's the Hot Choc Mouse. Gus, I'll have to work on Gus for a day. And I really want to work on Gus because I think he's adorable. So yeah. Let's get it into order straight away, which would be good. Then I'll be working on my 10th year anniversary sampler, which is a pattern by Twin Peaks Primitives done for Sooty Day, one of the LNS's in the Netherlands. Don't have a picture of that by hand. I'll have to pick up Lovely Fox again for a day, then my Christmas Owls for a day, then I'll be working on my Shooting Stars. I've got that one over here as well. Yes, I'll be working on this one for 2 days, which is also easy stitching. So yay, happy with that. And then I'll work on my Santa's workshop. And by then I've had my Sinterklaas meeting. I'll be filming my new Flosstube, which my entire wish list was cross stitch related, so I'm expecting some goodies. We never know. I'm really hoping that my order from Barbarol will be in by then. So keeping my fingers crossed, and I'll be apologizing to you for this very short Flosstube. Like I said, life. Oh well. I wish you all a very happy stitchy time. I will see you in my next Flosstube, and if you like this, please consider subscribing or leaving a comment down below. I really appreciate those. So yeah, Bye bye.